Just to repeat numbers, we've got 56,000 crores, and I was told later by my team that it's even higher than that. So that's the number of, or the effort, the cumulative effort that fund managers have put, the GPs, the funds which have got constituted. I was told that we are now looking at probably 1,000 AIFs in the country, of which we at SIDBI Fund of Funds, we've supported about 130. So I'm just trying to tell you that in just this 130, with a funding support of about 10,000 crores, we've got additional capital raised of 56,000 plus crores. Now that's no small achievement. What we also know is that the funding to startups is in the region of about 17,000 crores of funds invested. And therefore it gives us a lot of happiness at SIDBI to understand that of the 4,500 crores that has been drawn by all the AIFs, they have invested over 17,000 crores in startups. We of course have many firsts. We've got something like 40% of the AIF managers being first-time fund managers. We have about 18% of the AIFs which are women-led or with women as the LPs, as the GPs. So these are also in a way helping a lot of people in the country to want to remain in the country. So the first part is really investment managers, fund managers are now in India and want to stay in India. But when we look at the other side, it isn't that pretty. So the startups, I have met enough of them. The startups simply say that if you can put the money on the table, we'll stay in India, otherwise we'll flip and we'll go to the US. Now this is something that we really have to worry about. And that's something which I honestly believe we should talk about more and more, because we'll certainly work around the problems that cause the startups to flip. So some of the best brains, of course, we've always been talking about a brain drain for the last 50 years. But if we're now looking at some sort of stemming of that brain drain and plus a reversal possibly of good people, of people who have the experience, who are wanting to come back to India and work in India, we really have to solve for this lack of risk taking. So it's not a lack of liquidity, it's not a lack of money, we are very, very solvent and increasingly wealthy HNIs. We have tremendous family offices and we have very large institutions. We have insurance companies, we have pension funds, we have pools of capital which are there, which even PPF, if one were to take that as a pool of capital, it's huge. So why is it that we are not bringing all these pools of capital into the investing space? One of the answers that has emerged is we're probably too myopic. We're all as investors wanting a very quick return. And that I think has got to be solved. We would be delighted to have a deep tech fund which is 15 years, 30 years, and better still, a perpetual fund. So why is it that we are